we will create the following 3D model using Catia V5. As you can see right here, I have an angle that, for example, I'm going to call it alpha. I have a hole in this direction with this shape, and I have a hole in this direction with this shape. Okay, the first thing that we have to take into account here is the engineering draw, and within it the views. In this case, I can see a mistake right here, and it's this view. Okay, why is that? Because this view does not contain information about the 3D model. So if it's not necessary, then I don't have to put it, and if I put it, it's a mistake. Okay, the second thing are the unit system. I'm so sorry, is the unit system. As you can see right here, I have the measures, but I don't have information about the unit system that it's using. So I don't know if we are talking about inches, millimeters, or whatever. This information is contained usually within a box, taking into account the normativity for the engineering draws. For example, right here, that box contains not only information about the unit system, but also the material, well, the unit system, the person who did this engineering draw, the person who checked the engineering draw, and a lot of different information. So if I were the person who is going to manufacture this model and I do not find information about the unit system that it's using, then I can assume that these are millimeters. Okay, even if I have a value like this that is probably more referred to inches, then the mistake would be on the person who did this engineering draw. Okay, this engineering draw was made by Luis Miguel Huerfano Garzón, and what the first step that I'm going to take within the software is to create this sketch. Why is that? Because this sketch is the one that contains the most information and general information of the 3D model. Okay, so I'm going to start by selecting File, New. This is going to be a part, so part, enter. This is going to be the tutorial 11 within the channel. Now we have access to the Catia V5 part design environment. I'm going to create a sketch, and I'm going to select the lateral view. In this case, it's the CX plane. Okay, now we have access to the sketch environment, and the first thing that we have to do here is to create a shape that looks like the one we are creating, right? I don't really care about the measures yet. I just care that the shape looks like the one we are creating. Okay, all right, this is something similar to the shape, and I'm going to start creating all the constraints or the dimensions. So double click to the constraint tool, select these 2 points, but on a horizontal measure, and I want to create the same measures that are within the view. Okay, for you to see that everything will be defined. Right here, and I think that this is the last one. Nope. As you can see right here, I see that this is not the last one, because everything must be in green. Okay, as you can see right here, everything is in green, so I can assume that everything is defined. I'm gonna change the values using this tool. For example, this is equal to 49, and as you can see, it is showing me in orange the measure that I'm currently changing, in cyan the measure that I've changed, and in green the measures that I have not changed yet. Okay, So this is 49, this is 62, this is 14, this is 29, this is equal to 19, this is equal to 60, I'm sorry, to 23. And let's imagine that I cannot see, for example, the value that just disappeared right here. Okay, maybe as you can see right here I have a 37, but I do not have information if I am away enough of the view. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to select the view that I cannot see, right click and reframe on. Okay, as you can see, this is creating or getting me closer to the measure. So we can continue if that happens to you. Okay, this is 40, this is 8, and this is equal to 20. Okay, everything looks good, and I'm going to click on OK. Okay, now I'm getting out of the sketch. I'm going to start this sketch using the path definition tool. Then I'm going to use this value for me to start it. So this is equal to 30. Enter. And as you can see, I have already created this shape with this hole. Now what's left is this hole with this profile, and that information is right here. So the thing that I have to do is to create an sketch that has to be a parallel view with respect of this plane, the YZ plane. Okay, so as you can see right here, this view is parallel to that plane. So I'm gonna select this face, and I can be sure that everything is with respect of this face. Okay, now I'm gonna call these two lines, these four, I think, within the sketch that I'm doing right now using this option, project 3D elements, and then click on OK. And I'm gonna say that these 4 lines are for construction purposes. So I'm gonna click on construction, and what I'm going to do is to create the rectangle that I need. In this case, this rectangle must be shown, so I'm gonna select this view, and I'm going to create a line right here. I'm gonna say that that line is going to be at the exact middle between these two lines that I just selected. So allow symmetry line, and I'm going to select this line, and I'm going to do it once again, but with these two. Okay, as you can see, this creates a symmetrical line, and everything will be symmetrical. Then I'm going to define the sketch. This is equal to 10. Enter, and this is equal to 19. Everything is defined. So I'm getting out of the sketch, and I'm going to select the pocket option, but up to last. What this option does is that it uses the last plane that finds within a part. In this case, this face is the last part. Okay, so okay, and that's it, guys. This is how you could create this model using Catia V5.